Assalamu alaikum. So now you become an instant muhaddis because you have the 9 scholar of hadith, Imam Malik, Ahmad ibn Hanbal, the whole lot, are coaching you. And you are inside the book, so you don't need page number hadith now, you are inside the book. And here is the Excel, and here is what the Prophet said. Then you sort it by subject, and you have another subject, about 10,000 subject, and another 300 sub-subjects, so you have different topic. So the major one will have a 27 subject. So for example, Iman. Iman will have over 1,500 hadith in Iman, without repetition, from the 9 books. By the way, the hadith which can be criticized, again, is the whole 9 books is only 250 hadith, so I remove them, so they are clean. Thank you very much. So the doubt of some of the Salafi and Wahhabi and ISS, the doubt about hadith come only from their mind because they won't take over. I give you an example. In the last century, I born 52, okay? In last century, 1960 or something like that, there is no PhD in Islam, very few. There was no even PhD. Azhar decided to say anybody before 1950 become PhD automatic. There is no PhD in Islam. In Jeddah, where is the headquarters of the Wahhabis, Muhammad Abdul Wahhab follower, they don't know how to read and write. Then they say, hey, PhD is good business. You make 5,000 ringgit, 10,000, 15,000 ringgit in Malaysia. So they jump and their universities start producing hot cake PhD. So now they turn Islam into commercialization, capitalism. Then by default, they turn the Muslim into liberal or what you call like secular, make a lot of money, and under the cosmetic of Islam, I am your brother in Islam, specialized, I make PhD in the hadith, in the subject or miswak, okay. Oh, you make miswak, hadith, subject, 200 pages? Yeah, I got PhD from Medina University. And I'm going to take another course on Harvard, Oxford, just course, so I said, stick it on my resume, so I look good, okay? And what you do, my doctor brother in Islam? Oh, I make about $10,000, I have a beautiful wife, and thinking about the other one, maybe get 4, and I'm having a nice villa, and I have another one by the beach, and I have a car, my wife, and we're living very happy. So what you do for Islam? I'm busy. I just go to my office. Of course, I don't sit down on the floor anymore. I'm a doctor, right? I sit on a chair and maybe I go chat little on internet and maybe whatever my boss asks me. And what your boss asks you nowadays about Islam, he told me, shut up and do your job. That's it. And leave Islam alone. So what happened, we start producing hundreds of thousands of PhD who are hurting Islam, but they are sucking a lot of money. So if I was now the prime minister of any country, I will fire all of them and tell them go get a job somewhere else, not in Islam, sorry, on my dead body. Because Omar didn't take this salary, or Abu Bakr or Khalid or Walid or any of these, they didn't take this kind of money. Omar, when he took his money and his wife took little, not money, I mean they give him a quota. Okay, here's some flour, so you are busy with da'wah of management of the caliphdom, so don't go to work the market. Please, we'll give you some flour. So his wife carried little more. She make halwa. I said, why is this halwa? Where you got it from? He said, well, they give us little extra. I said, okay, cut this halwa. We are not working for getting halwa, just the minimum. Just do roti, bread to eat only, not make halwa. So they were such. Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, you knock on his door. He has 2 candles, one private and one for the caliph. He asks you, why you are coming for? I'm coming because I complain about Sheikh Ahmed Darwish. He has a big mouth and bashing everybody and kind of negative, you know. Oh, okay, now you are coming for caliph things. So he get the candle of caliph and turn it. Or you knock on the door, knock, knock, Assalamu alaikum. Caliph Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, the man of justice. He say, why you are coming? Say, I'm coming to visit you in the name of Allah. You say, okay, he turned off his own candle. So this is the kind of income they got. And this is the way they manage their money. Okay? But now you have all these people everywhere collecting millions of dollars in the name of Islam. I know a guy, I'm not going to mention his name. I met him in California in 1990 or something. He was a nurse. a boy nurse. Nurse is a good job because you get $40 an hour. He quit nurse and make an institute. He make yayasan. Now it's worth $8 million cash. All right? And he travel aeroplane, first class only. And for his talk, he take $10,000. 5 or 10,000, something like that. And 5-star hotel. And he gave you a miserable talk, you know. He will never tell you Prophet Muhammad said. He will say, I went to Tunisia and my sheikh told me, go to America and just speak and the light will come from your mouth. MashaAllah, good trick, right? When I went to America, I brought my sheikh to America. He reviewed the book. They printed 50,000 copy of it. He made eye operation. And the book was against Elijah Muhammad, who say he's a messenger of God. So he was invited by Muhammad Ali manager, who I was working with him, and they printed this book and he went back. So if you really love your sheikh, you bring him because he's your authority, not you. You just use your sheikh and now you have a big, you know. So if I'm you in America, don't go to convention. Go to intensive guests. As a matter of fact, we need to take back the position of Prophet. Prophet Muhammad now, he's the sheikh of sheikhs. Prophet Muhammad today should be the sultan, the Islamic part of the sultan. It's the Islamic part of anything. He's the sheikh of Azhar. He's the sheikh of everything. So you go only to Prophet Muhammad and sack the rest. If you do that, you go to Prophet Muhammad, you are in a good shape. If you go to Prophet Muhammad, you say, I don't know you, but I know this man and this sheikh and this manager and this is my governor and this. No, forget about it. The Prophet told Abdullah ibn Abbas, dinak lahmuk wa damuk. Your religion is your blood and you focus only on the Prophet. Everybody take from Prophet, he's stealing from Prophet rank and position, okay? So kick the rascal, okay? Kick their ass and get out of that. So Prophet means you go read his hadith. You start with Riyadh al-Salihin. If you didn't study Riyadh al-Salihin today, you are a sinner. You don't know the Prophet. Period. Oh, I studied 40 hadith. 40 hadith, the Prophet said it in 2-3 days. So if you were in Mecca and Medina today, they will consider you hypocrite. You never come to hear the Prophet. 10 years is 13, 23 years. How many hadiths you hear? Oh, my name is Sahaba Ahmed Darwish. I hear only 40 hadiths from the Prophet. In the 23 years. What kind of Sahaba? You are a hypocrite. You are son of a gun. Huh? 40 hadiths only and Prophet speaking every day. So you got the point? So I want you to go get the hadith, Riyadh al-Salihin. We have it already in 90 languages. Some of it draft. You can, work out yourself and correct it and send it to us. We have it perfect in Arabic, perfect in English, perfect in Indonesian and Malayu. Okay? Don't go to Bukhari and Muslim, Riyadh al-Salihin, covering 230 subjects. Imam Nawawi said this Riyadh al-Salihin, this is the garden of the good people. He make little garden for you. Don't you go to the park? Oh yeah, I take my wife and kiss to the park and we go in the swing. Okay, this is the park of the Prophet. Riyadh al-Salihin. 373 subjects. You read one subject every day. So you finish it in a year, 365, you read it again. You keep reading and practicing. Some of them are very lovely. You don't do it because you don't hear it. For example, the Prophet say when you go to sleep, you put your hand on the right hand. I say, oh Allah, I surrender to you. I directed my face to you. There is no escape from you but to you. Very lovely hadith. Look at the, very nice before you sleep. And you say, I believed in the book you sent. You sent down. And I believe in the Prophet you sent. Okay? Very nice long hadith. I'm giving you some snippet from it. Very nice. So you are not doing now this. Why? Because you are wasting time with some crabby sheikh, Prophet is your sheikh. Prophet is your imam. Imam in the masjid is imam prayer. You go pray, Allahu Akbar, you get 27 times falls. But he's not your sheikh. Nobody on earth is your sheikh. Your sheikh is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Your prophet, he's your leader, he's the head of the Islamic study, he's the head, he's your college, he's everything. But he doesn't give PhD. Prophet Muhammad doesn't. He doesn't want to cheat people out of little certificate. You bought it here, then you need a beautiful secretary, and you run a show, and you start money mangle. I know people. collecting millions of dollars in the name of Islam. Everywhere. You want me to mention name? We agreed we don't want to mention names, okay? They know it they know themselves very well. And they disappear. Every 5-6 years they go. You hear a name, then it's gone with the wind. Because they are focused on their business. Then some time of authority even allow them. So, okay, you have 8 million ringgit and you get your sand. All kind of the kind of handshake. So I want you to free you from this. I'm not telling you fanatic. I'm telling you to follow Prophet Muhammad and cut the bark, okay?